well, you know the rest. But I get it. Some deals sound tempting, like this guy.
These prices are insane! The boss has lost his mind!
When it comes to your home's heating system, do you really want to do business with a company that resorts to gimmicks like this? You could call them and see what they are really offering, and then give Mr. Furnace a call. In fact, they encourage you to call around and get quotes first, and then call Mr. Furnace. You'll see why. Give it a try. Call 204-832-6243.
Winnipeg, are you whiteout ready? Choose Hometown Pride. Choose 1919. Brewed by Little Brown Jug, Manitoba's flagship beer since 2016. Here's to building something memorable.
Hey, this is Gabriel Velarde. Paul Edmonds and Mitchell Clinton are bringing it Winnipeg Jets hockey style on 680 CJOB.
And we line it up at center ice. 2-0 St. Louis. 41 seconds remaining in this first period. Barron will take the draw against Braden Shen. Barron broke his stick. Goes to the bench for a new twig. Puck finds Fowler. Will snap it inside the Winnipeg end. Rolled around into where the corner. Sundqvist takes a hard hit from Morgan Barron. Barron scrapes it off the boards, moves it up along the boards. On the fill, Neighbors onto the far side for Fowler. Holds the line. Near side, Parayko back into the middle. Knocked away by Winnipeg. Charging after it with 19 seconds left. His knee rider can't get it out. Stays inside the zone. Parayko into where the corner. Shoots from a bad angle. That one wide. And it bounced back out towards center ice. Fowler with the puck. Sways back in front of his own net. 5 seconds left. 3 seconds left. That'll do it for 20 in Game 7 tonight in downtown.
Yeah, tough start for the Winnipeg Jets. There's just no other way to say it. They give up 2 goals in the first 7-16 and are only really able to generate 3 shots on Jordan Binnington. Just a tough way to start. Maybe a little bit of nerves off the start, but St. Louis came out fast. They came out physical, which is kind of what you expect from a team in Game 7. And still got 40 minutes for the Winnipeg Jets, so it's just a matter of probably simplifying things all over the ice, get a little bit more straight line, and just start getting pucks toward the net, try to create some chaos.
Let's have a look at the stats summary before Neil Pionk joins us. Jordan Kyrou opened up the scoring, his third of the series from Parayko and Buchnevich at 1:10. Came off a rush inside that Winnipeg end, and Kyrou gets the goal, and he is dangerous as he led the St. Louis Blues in scoring during the regular season with over 30 goals. And then 6 minutes later, on a one-on-one, Matthew Joseph sends a shot past Connor Hellebuck. Some felt it might have been deflected off the defenseman on that one-on-one. Joseph is first, and it's unassisted. 7:16, the time of the goal, 2-0 St. Louis, and that's where we sit at the end of 20 minutes. No penalties in that first period. As a result, no power plays. And as Mitchell mentioned, St. Louis out shooting Winnipeg 7-3 in that first period. So Kyrou is third, Joseph is first. The 2 goals for St. Louis at 1:10 and 7:16 respectively in that first period. Downstairs to Neil Pionk. Thanks very much for taking the time. And did the game settle down for you guys after the 2 goals? And did you start to get a little more traction inside that St. Louis end after it was 2-0?
We got to establish a forecheck here in the second, so we'll look to do that in the first 5 minutes.
What are the keys to doing that, Neil? Does it start with clean, connected breakouts?
Yeah, connected breakouts, good dumps, and a shot mindset once we get it back.
Down to 5 defensemen again, Neil? I mean, this is nothing new for you guys, unfortunately.
Yeah, you know what? It's next man up mentality. Been talking about it all year, so we'll get it done.
40 minutes to go?
Yep.
Thanks very much for your time. Neil Pionk from downstairs. And there is 40 minutes. Indeed, we thank him for his time. Periods 2 and 3 still remaining for the Winnipeg Jets. And obviously more focus for them, as he said in that first answer, to establish more of a forecheck. 3 shots probably in his mind, and I'm just guessing, not enough offensively when you've given up 2 goals in the first 7 minutes of a crucial hockey game.
Yeah, exactly. We kind of talked about it as the period went on. It's just about coming up the ice as a group of 5, and it just kind of seems they weren't able to find each other with the simplicity and read off of each other and play away from the puck as efficiently as they usually do. And, when Winnipeg's doing that, they're a lot to handle in the offensive zone. But like Neil said, it kind of just starts with get that puck in, go to work, start churning in that offensive zone, make St. Louis defend a little bit more than they had to here in the first.
First intermission report is coming up next with Kelly Moore and Dwayne Gilroy. Check the score after 1 here in Game 7. The St. Louis Blues 2, the Winnipeg Jets nothing. You're listening to Play Now, Winnipeg Jets hockey on the radio home of the Jets, Power 97 and 680 CJOB. Lowry moving in, shoot, score!
Jets fans, it's your chance to win big all night long with our playoff 50-50 raffle. Get your tickets now for a shot at multiple cash prizes during the game, ranging from $1,000 to $25,000. Plus, one lucky winner will take home 50% of the total sales at the end of the series. Don't miss out. Text JETS to 20450 for your chance to win. That's JETS to 20450.
Cambrian Credit Union helps Manitobans plan for every financial milestone, big and small. All this while giving back to the community and Cambrian members. Keep your money right here in Manitoba. From getting your first credit card for concert tickets at the Burt, to buying a home in Southdale or Garden City with expert mortgage advice, to planning for retirement on Lake Winnipeg. Wherever you're going, Cambrian Credit Union can help you get there. Member owned and proudly local. Visit cambrian.mb.ca.
Boston Pizza is Canada's go-to place for playoffs. So this year, we're doing more than just hoping a Canadian team wins it all. We're manifesting it. We're planning the parade. We even got a bus. And we've got the sports bar dialed in, with ice-cold draft beer and an elite playoff menu. Like the guy in the movie said, kind of.
If we plan it, we will win.
So when it's game day, post up early at BP and cheer for the Holy Grail to come home.
This is Winnipeg Jets hockey on 680 CJOB.
2-0, the St. Louis Blues leading the Winnipeg Jets after 20 minutes of play. Certainly, this would not have been the way that Scott Arniel and his coaching staff would have drawn up that opening 20 minutes in a Game 7 scenario. The St. Louis Blues, full marks for taking the crowd completely out of it and dominating the Winnipeg Jets in that opening period. Hey, Jets fans, your chance to win big all night long with our playoff 50-50 raffle. Multiple cash prizes during the game, up to $25,000, plus a lucky winner will take home 50% of the total sales at the end of the series. Text JETS to 20450 for your chance to win. Dwayne Gilawaychuk, the coach, joins me now. And Dwayne, from up above here, clearly that opening goal 70 seconds in is disconcerting. But I really do feel from that point on, Winnipeg was squeezing the shavings or whatever it is that they make those sticks with these days.
Yeah, the way that St. Louis was able to come up the ice so quick and so clean in their transitions, their breakouts, really pushed Winnipeg back, especially after that first goal. Winnipeg, like you heard Neil Pionk say, weren't able to establish a forecheck at all. Such a trademark for the Winnipeg Jets this whole hockey season. But St. Louis is just so detailed. They're playing direct. They're supporting. They're connected. And it's, kind of the opposite to how the Winnipeg Jets are right now. They, they came out with some life, some energy, the first kind of shifts, and then all of a sudden with that goal, which was just a miscommunication and coverage, kind of puck watching. And, Connor Hellebuyck didn't have a chance on that play at all with that goal. But when it happens, when that panic button hits, then all of a sudden, you stop skating, you stop thinking, and you just try and do too much.
Yeah, you don't mind Dylan DeMello pinching up and taking out Robert Thomas because he does have support. But at least in my opinion, and I'll get you to break this down a little bit, the defensive coverage is lost by Kyle Connor.
He gets caught on the wall, and he's on the wall looking for that loose puck to be bumped back to him. But he's got to revert back to the middle of the ice. And if he kind of comes back, he tracks back, Dylan DeMello is able to stand up because of that. He's got to stay in the middle of the ice, let the play end or look for a loose puck and then go after it. He's caught on the wall. The puck ends up going where he's supposed to be situated in the middle of the ice, and then it's a quick little two-on-one against, I believe it was Josh Morrissey.
Yeah, give and go. Morrissey was the last man back to defend in a tough first period for Kyle Connor. One of the guys you're really leaning on in the absence of Mark Scheifele. I'm not sure what happened, if he just took his